Welcome back again to the practice. We were learning last video Triyanga Mukhi Pada Paschimottanasana. Today we will learn Janu Sirshasana variation. As you know that when you finish Triyanga Mukhi Pada Paschimottanasana, you have to go again to Vinyasa, which I will show you now. After Vinyasa, you have to change the pose to Janu Sirshasana variation. Understand the first. This three variation we have in Janu Sirshasana pose. A, B and C. These three we will learn today. So Janu Sirshasana means head to knee. Janu means head in Sanskrit. Janu is Sanskrit word. And Sirshasana, head pose. Head to knee. Janu means knee and this is head. So now when we go for Janu Sirshasana, it means basically touch the head to the knee. But understand here, everywhere depend on the objective of the practice, we change the performance of the pose. Because in Ashtanga, we are more emphasizing on extension of the spine. That's the reason you are trying in every forward bending and every even backward bending to extend the spine, not to compress. So that's the reason everywhere, if you see, you will practice more extension pose, more elongation in the asana. So here also we will do the same. So head to the knee pose, we will not touch the head, we will try to extend the spine as much as possible. Janu Sirshasana A is this. So when you are in Dandasana, I will show you later how to enter in all these three variations. First we will learn the pose. Janu Sirshasana A, when you are Dandasana, take your right leg, bring your right heel, the first variation, right heel to the edge of your left femur bone, edge of the left femur bone. Right heel, edge of the left femur bone, understand. So basically what happens here when the right heel edge of the femur bone, it is close to the perineum. And when the heel is head of the femur bone, so at that time the foot has to be pressed to the left inner thigh. Now, understand, it is like this. This is my left leg, this is my right foot, and the root is here, so I will touch here. But I have to press the heel strongly to the bone. Why? Because when you press the heel, you can only bring your buttock a little bit forward, the right buttock. Otherwise, what will happen? When you are taking your heel back, your right buttock will also move backward. In that case, the whole body will turn to the right side. So when I go for forward bending, that's the reason many of us, we go for side bending. Instead of forward Janu Sirshasana, we go for side Janu Sirshasana. But I want center Janu Sirshasana. In that case, little tiny adjustment is needed. So you will press it here and that's it. Keep pushing the heel to the root of the femur. This is A, and then you go as much as you can. No need to go for too much forward if you cannot. Normally, we go for chin. Touch the chin because drishti is foot. So this is extension. A variation. Janu Sirshasana B. Janu Sirshasana B is different. Now we will go more to Moola center. Moola means the root center, perineum. So Janu Sirshasana B, you will touch the heel to perineum between the anus and the genital organ. That point has to be pressed, and then toes to the side, and you are sitting on it actually. You are sitting on it. So it has to be pressed. This is a little bit advanced for some of you, those who have a knee issue or ankles are not flexible. But try this with maybe placing the cushion or booster or maybe little towel under the foot. This is Janu Sirshasana B. Janu Sirshasana A, the knee was facing side, but Janu Sirshasana B, the knee will face a little bit inside. Okay, it will not be too much 90 degree. You can do that, but try this video just to be normally doing as we do. So little bit inside 80 degree. So here, little inside. And then same, you go forward bending, down. Again chin. Now Janu Sirshasana C. Janu Sirshasana C, little advanced. This I will not recommend for everyone. Those who have a knee pain or those who have an ankle issue, they will not do. They will do A only. But those who can do, how to do this? So you turn, you hold the foot with the left hand, bring the right hand inside, lock with the, see how I'm holding it here? Then little turn, you have to turn the foot. But remember, the twist should not come from the knee, from the leg. Twist has to come from the hip. I will explain this, especially this pose next time in another video. Just for those who can do that, they will do. So turn and then lift the hip up, then turn it, place it close to you, and then this is C. Now see here, in heel, in the Janu Sirsasana C, the heel will touch the navel center. Janu Sirsasana B, it was perineum, root center. Janu Sirsasana C, it will be navel center. And then when you go forward, heel has to press the navel. And then you go same way down. Now, these all three poses we do with one vinyasa. Let's try. So if you remember previous pose, you finish in Triyanga Mukha Pada Paschimottanasana. So when you finish Triyanga Mukha Pada Paschimottanasana, release it, vinyasa now. Cross leg, inhale up, exhale, jump. Inhale, upward facing, exhale, downward facing. Now, Janu Sirsasana A, inhale, bend, jump, come to Dandasana, lock A. Lock the L, this hands if you can, if not just stay here. Inhale, head up, exhale, down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, head up, exhale, release. Now we will change the side. For beginner, those who can do, they will do in jumping, again vinyasa. Otherwise, beginner, just change and do same left side. Just remember a few techniques that I have set. Lock again, inhale after adjustment, exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, head up, exhale. Now you will jump, vinyasa. Inhale up, exhale, inhale, exhale. Janu Sirsasana B, inhale, jump. Again come to Dandasana B. Place the heel, straight, lock. Inhale, head up, exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, exhale, release, then change. Again same, sit on the heel, then lock, other hand, inhale, head up, exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, head up, exhale. Then inhale up, vinyasa, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Janu Sirsasana C. Inhale, lock, turn, place the big toe, weight mostly on the big toe, not on the small toe. Lock, inhale, head up, exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, head up, exhale, release. Change, lock again same, learn the technique, place it same way as you did before. Heel to the navel when you go down, down. Inhale, head up, exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, head up, exhale. Once you finish, inhale, you lift up, exhale, inhale, exhale. Then come to second pose. Inhale, jump. Dandasana. This is how you will add this Janu Sirsasana in your previous sequence. I hope you understand. If you have any question, you can write me in comment so I can give you the tips how to enter. Have a nice day. Subscribe it if you are new and enjoy the practice. Thank you.